Hello and welcome. My name is Davroth and this is Tunic, the PC. This video is going to serve as the lore aspect or whatever, just the instruction manual. We'll go over the pages as well as I'll have links to some creators' channels as far as the actual in-depth ARG and all the other secret stuff that people have found. But I'm just going to really focus on just what's in the game itself. And everything that's outside of it, cool. People can have, feel free to devour that up. But anyways, we're going to continue. This is our new game plus that, after we beat it. So we're just going to hop into the instruction booklet. Okay, so we'll just start here on this page here. So I have to go dump it, but as it says, the softest feather corrected 11 times the part once more. That we have that. The two runes on here are cards and praying. The one under the map, 41, is the far shore. So, all right. So here we have a long time ago, there lived a civilization of great power. They built a city, and within that city, they built a palace. They held sacred the secrets of the Holy Cross and understood the planar nature of reality. They ventured to the far shore and sought power from the spaces between. All right, this is going to be the second paragraph here towards the bottom. As is usual, an alluring old power was discovered. Fossils of self, annulated visions of the future, entombed and cast into sarcophagi and buried. A lever in the canonical plane, a store of potential. Perhaps it is the fabled prize, the power to defy death. The lever worked. The fulcrum shattered. A hole in truth will thunder open, and all manner of disquiet contradictions will gnaw apart the canonical plane. The thread is snagged into a squirming coil, with no beginning and no end. Flee to your arcs, old ones, and become your predestined selves. A terrible power rises. The discovering hero opened a tomb and revealed a terrible truth. A cathedral once built to venerate the new origin of life, and the faithful were granted the grace of holy oblivion. A prison and a beacon, but one must live outside the shivering ring, the air, seeking an heir to the air, a beacon to bring about a ruin seeker, to either grow strong and replace an ailing heir, or to hold sacred holy cross and ensure their wisdom lives on, awaiting a worthy successor. Which will you be, Ruin Seeker? Have you arrived here seeking treasure and glory, or do you seek to uncover deeper truths? Look carefully, for the golden path lies everywhere. Alright, so we have the canonical plane, which is the red, green, and blue. Let's see here, the symbols on the top there say the shadow obulate, and then the far shore, I guess, is what it says on the right there. So I guess the far shore is when we go into ghost form. Again, the same battle fought uncountable times. And so the cycle continues. Rune seekers drawn to the beacon are tested. Those who abandon their quest are forgiven and simply disappear. Those who are strong enough to remember their true hero selves will, through violence, begin the cycle anew. Will you be the heir to the heir and wait within the shadow oblique? Before long, a rune seeker will be drawn to you. Their gifts recall your past life, and you will grant them the same false hope you were given. To break the curse, a rune seeker must, by some miracle, invoke a relic from beyond this place. That is actually a really cool artwork. Okay, so here we have continue the most recent file. New game is beginner fresh quest options, adjust settings, load game. Does say goes to this screen. Money, obviously. The star is harder quest. The black page says unknown. And then obviously the golden thing. Under the options, it says adjust settings to customize your play experience. The one with the little fox there below in the options. Options mean you can keep playing. If the challenge is too much right now, you are allowed. Basically, it's telling you don't kill yourself. Load file and resume play. Choose to remove a file forever, and then there's the save where it says whose is this, and that was basically the save file for the golden path. Let's see, on this page it says a secret legend says that a great treasure lies in this faraway land. Maybe it is the power to defy death. Why do you seek this power? A tiny one. Time to begin your adventure. Here is what you will do. And that says, in the far off land, a great treasure was sealed away forever. Some say is the power to defy death. Okay, so that's actually what that says there in the little bubble. Power to defy death, not the fox reading it. That says Lost Sea, page 58. East Forest. It says enter the woods, hero's grave, a sword lies at the grave, guard captain, powerful foe, be careful. Old house, you will need a key, which is where our house was. The flooded wells on page 29. Dark tomb, dark, need a light. West garden, page 27. Then there's just a question mark there. All right, the game screens. We have the Rune Seeker is you. Strange gate to the far shore. So yeah, that's what teleports you. Okay, so the far shore is where the teleporters are. Then we have the prize treasure, health points, stamina points, magic points. Under the important there, it says keep your eye on your stamina points. When you have 0 SP, you are in danger. L2 is focus. Focus is crucial. L1 is inventory gear, or I'm sorry, left button is left one is inventory and gear. Left stick is to move. Let's see here. R2 is shield. R1 is quotient, and then the you know what, because I'm using the PS5 controller, so the square, triangle, circle is use item, and then X is to roll, run, or talk. I'm pretty sure this probably says controls at the top. I'm surprised they didn't have that translated. Yeah. So the X button. This button has many uses. One is secret, but if you read this book, you will learn it. Let's see here. That says talk. So the X button does talk, roll, press to roll, Very, very important for surviving. You cannot be hit at the start of the roll. Pray, that's on page 24. Let's see here. Run. Press and hold the button to run. It is faster than rolling over and over again. Press A and hold. Yeah, I did that a lot, didn't I? Let's see here. Left 2. This button has not used, but it's a powerful one. Use it all the time. Rune Seeker, and then it's lock. Face your adversaries. Left trigger, hold this to focus on a nearby foe. A to roll and dodge while still staying ready to strike, and then to raise your shield, face your foes to right 2. Understanding stamina points. Stamina points represent your poise and strength to perform certain actions. When you evade or perform other moves, your stamina points go down. When at 0 SP, you can still do many actions, but at a disadvantage. You can always attack even without stamina. The moment of safety. At the start of evasion, you have invulnerability briefly, so evade at just the right moment. Check for the dust. Stability. Take enough hits and you will flinch. If a hit is really big, you can even be knocked over. The hidden stability gauge is 25% of your total HP. Let's see here. Roll with vigor. Use vigor to roll. You are safe for a tiny moment. Down the shield. Block. Vigor fills more slowly. Hits will use up vigor. No vigor. Oh no, you ran out of vigor. You can only hop and are highly vulnerable. Yeah, that happened to me quite a bit. And then that just says vigor. There. Treasure and tools. Sword. Is this the hero's blade or forgery? Stick. It's just a stick. Shield. Left by a rudeling. Used to deflect blows. Bomb. Unstable powder made from the fairy of the West Garden. Another bomb made from storm. The pudding that goes boom. Fire bomb. Fire everywhere, and ow, 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 ow. Keys. So yeah, there's only like 2 keys in this entire game. You need a key to open one of the rare old doors, then the key disappears. Fruits. Eat fruits to restore HP or MP. They are gone forever, so snack sparingly. Hot pepper and ivy. One is spicy, one is minty. Gives a boost to attack or SP. Effigy. Betray for coins. Each betrayal is sweeter than the last. So you see next it goes 8, 16, 32, 64, and then eventually you just keep doubling it. There is an achievement for not breaking any and holding on to 10 at one time. Same thing with getting, I believe, the shotgun and going to the first battle with that. So those, I still need to go and get those. So golden coin, a special treasure that allows a wish. Use at a well to give to Wish Eater. Okay. Magic items. Some items use the power of your soul. Magic points refill when you rest, but there is a finite number of souls in the world. Shows uses left. Even a drop of MP is enough, which is nice because that gives you, like, you don't need to have a full block to cast it. Note: Holy Cross is more than a mere item. Magic potion. Lifeblood of the hero. Quaff to restore your will to go on. Mysteriously refills whenever you touch a checkpoint. The shattered one, find some and get a free flask. That looks like the potion from Resident Evil. Offer up ash to make your magic potions more potent. It is said the ash of heroes fortifies the blood. Cards are ways to be inspired to unusual greatness. And then let's see here. If you seek to increase your power, risk an offering to the air. The price goes up each time. Yeah, figured that out. As the shore bleeds one of the falsehoods and memories, the air hungers for reminders of the corporeal world. Offer these mementos and share a delusion of power. You know, it would be cool, like if by offering you make him more powerful as well. But I get that he's trapped in the shield, you know, and he longs to see things from his world again, and so you keep offering them up, makes you more powerful, but in the end you're just caught in a time loop. The gold there says, warning, pilgrims to the shore are stripped of this false power. Not sure what that means. Oh, to the false shore. That's when we go to, that's why we don't have any of the power there. Okay. All right. Oh no, bad news. The rune seeker has run out of health points. But wait, a strange being has given us another chance. Such a debt is a dangerous thing to have. What was but is now not. The ghostly form is an echo of self. Touch it to break its connection to the cycle and let it drift back to the shore. Be kind, as this is your fate as well. Okay, so that's when we die. We touch it and it explodes. I actually use that against the air to stun them. Let's see here. You can do it, the Garden Knight. Future cycles look back with faith, knowing the course, persevere, and be sure to boost your power despite the cost. So try to be this strong when you fight that. Oh, I guess I missed that part down there. In the upper right, it says cards can change its nature, so. The Cyan Pearl Ring, that's the one I didn't get. the only card that I didn't find. Raises defense when you are in peril. Let's see here. Inverted Ash. Quaffed potions restore MP instead of HP. Lucky Cup. Foes leave hearts to heal you, a bit rare, 15%. Muffling Bell. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Foes notice you less. Cards. Cards can grant powerful inspiration. Change them often depending on the challenge you face. Open the inventory. 2. Choose a slot icon. 3. Choose a card to memorize. Right? There are many more cards. What do they do? It's all a secret. That's go turn page 51, yeah. Wells and coins. Granting wishes requires payment, and further inspiration requires wishes. Those who wish enough can be formidable indeed, but to who are you giving payment? That's a good question. Choose wisely, Rune Seeker. You know, it's interesting. The flaming sword just takes you down at 1 HP and sets enemies on fire. Oh, hints and clues. I entered the temple, but it was empty. What now? Here is where a rune seeker would place 3 keys. What are the keys? You can't find any without praying. Try praying in front of the ziggurats. How do I get to the rune to toll? Traverse the far shore with teleporter and prayer. What is the secret of the golden path? Look to the stars. End to page 49. Stomped, here are some clues for you. Try to help your friends if you can. So if they wanted it to be a community thing, which it really turned out to be, at least for the ARG portion, I mean, especially for the language. The checkpoint says dead. It must see to the core. Look for nearby ziggurat. Old burying ground. Is it hard? Why? It's a place of despair. Only ghosts may enter. What's up at the door in the mountains? All the clues you seek are here in these pages. How do I defeat the air? Gather the relics from the hero's grave. How do I open the doors? Seek the Holy Cross. Can I go back to how things were? Perhaps this is the way. Maybe this is all a dream. What's behind the waterfall? Do you know the fairies? Turn to page 47 and look carefully. What's the next piece of the puzzle? Every page has a secret, even this one. How do I truly escape? Share your wisdom and break the cycle. I found a trophy. Can I see them all? Yes. This is the place. There is a place. Do you know the secret way? Go to the door in the mountain and check behind it. I spent so much time looking for that damn frickin' quarry. Let's see. You have the monastery. Starting from the one that's in the left there for the potion, and then we're gonna go counterclockwise. So the monastery is the potion. The gardens for defense. Library is magic power. Swamp is where we get our SP back, or the hero's graves. Forest is the attack, and then fortress is HP. So those are all of your heroes graves. The secret of prayer, that's going to be the middle here. To pray, be still for a moment and rest. Runeseeker, press and hold X for a short time. No holy being will ever hear you, but venerate those who give to their core and awaken the tools of a lost age. And then basically praying, hold X for 3 seconds. Survival tips. Keep an eye on your bars. You will go on. Improve potions with ash to gain more HP per sip. If it's flashing, you're out of breath. Remember, you take extra damage. Yeah, that's from, yeah. The power of your soul. Using magic items consumes it. Some foes leave their souls. So magic powers your souls, huh? Tired all the time? You can run. Your stamina points refill even when running, so you can enter fight strongly. Rolling everywhere will exhaust you, because you do that in Zelda. That's kind of funny. The new cycle. Have you discovered how to use cards? Be sure to make wishes if you have coins. Use your items. Today is the rainy day, so don't hoard valuable tools. Rewards await those who use liberally. Extra bomb, for some reason you must like using them. Use special techniques. Roll and sword at the same time to perform fast stabs. Note it uses stamina points. Check the map. Someone has made maps for you. There are secrets hidden on them, so look carefully. You are here, and then those are your store icons. All right, fairies. That's what that rune is, I guess. Fairy. Curious pieces of the wall that have come to life. They seem intent on stopping you. Chomping Nom, always hungry. It runs fast but can't turn very quickly. Dangerous as a family. Rudeling, ghost of a soldier who has forgotten why they fight. Follows orders but has no soul. Boss, blocks the way to the bell tower, will kill you. To the west of the great palace are the gardens. Many paths are broken, but there is a way. This is the west garden. The magic dagger, a magic item made from a fairy. Use it to freeze foes with ice. Ringing the west bell. Can you see the bell but not ring it? Try going to the west garden via the dark tomb. Under the well and beneath the earth. Flooded layer beneath the surface, filled with monsters. Walking in water will slow you, but also some foes. Watch out for what lies below. Slorms, a type of slime who just wants to be close to you. Stun it by blocking. Autoboat. It wants to protect something, but what? Circle around and use the shield. Tip, use a shield. Watch your vigor. Let's see here. Beneath the earth are many scary places. Be sure to take a lantern. Then it says below the fortress is a cave, and then there you have all that jazz. One key to the Shadow Obula is guarded by the last great machine of war. When the siege was done, the beast was coaxed into this lonely purpose, basically, okay. Used to guard it forever, I guess. The last machine of war, a siege engine. Let's see here. Custodians, caretakers of the vault who have learned some magic. Candles can be put out. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, their candles can be put out. Spyrite and Saporosh. Don't be fooled, the mark on their back is a trick. Where it says page 30 there, it says to the dark cave. What I might try to do is actually like overlay these. I'll see how well it works, but we'll cross that bridge when I'm editing it. Those who live in the fortress do not know the secrets of the prayer. Use your knowledge wisely, and who knows what you will find. To the far shore, and then the hero's grave, and then pray. The ruined atoll. Under the library is a skeleton of a great abbey that served as its annex. Once some others made this their home and built on the ruins. Only flora and fauna live here now, but the frogs may be on patrol. Summoning the library path means venerating to the four cores, so take a knee. All right, then we have Husher, a friendly bird that loves to eat storms. They are not friendly. Crabbo and Crabbit. See, I feel like they're more friends than anything. Crabbo has a hard shell, but Crabbit has pals. And avoid more questions than answers. Then we have north, east, south, and west. So north, south, east, west. That's kind of how it says. 4 is southeast. 2 is northeast. 1 is northwest. 3 is southwest. And in the middle it says up. The frog's domain. At the frog's domain, still in training, they take turns attacking. Actually, I think this was my favorite place. I think the frog guys. Grown-ups have hooks on their tongues. Well-equipped always tries to attack 3 times. A baby slurm who cannot spin yet, but is still useful. Magic orb. Rotated around the forbidden axis and partially summon a disquiet being. Odd door. But it says odd door next to the rotated around. I'm not sure what that means. Axis. All right. It says, many have sought the secrets of this world, drawn by the great power and other secret legends. The librarian has learned much, including powerful sorceries. He makes his home high above the clouds, waiting for the foolish rune seekers to bring him more pages. Although powerful, his tragedy is his belief that the Holy Cross resides in the cathedral. He will never visit the far shore. Oh, one thing I did want to mention about the librarian is they do allude to the fact that he realizes that they're in a game. So hence the cartridge and all that stuff inside the library itself. Boss of the scavengers will stop at nothing to obtain the blue key. She has long known that it lies in the rooted ziggurat, but has only now entered this depths. It costs many lives, but any praise would be acceptable. I think it's supposed to be any price would be acceptable. Rifle built out of audible parts, but can only shoot once. Scavengers with this will try to keep their distance. Miner's greatsword. Beefy scavengers use this to crack open odd architecture and you. Bombs. Watch out for miners who use these. They try not to hurt their allies, but accidents happen. Monastery. Once a place of worship for the gods thought to live beneath the earth. It was abandoned when the cathedral reached its peak. Cavity. Exposed fossil that has dented a patch of local truth out of the canonical plane. Being near it does not hurt, but does instill a terrible feeling of hopelessness. The rooted ziggurat. A house for strange gods exposed by erosion and greed. Gun. Powerful, but uses a lot of magic. Savvy explorers have been known to quest for this soon after their arrival. Lower miasma. The bottom of the quarry will sap your will to go on unless precautions are taken. Where the rumors that the air is poisoned misunderstood because of the miasma. That's why I'm more curious on what the miasma is and all that stuff. We have flemurs. Equipped in various ways, the flesh may be stripped away, but the will to fight is strong. A friend, this quiet fragment who lives in the skull and wants to taste everything. Oh, Lost Echo, an echo of self from past Runeseeker, whose owner gave up. Watch and listen closely and release it from its agony. Ah, interesting. So that's what you're fighting. Are Runeseekers who gave up. Then to swamp the old burying ground. This zone is extremely dangerous. Is best left alone, even if you're feeling brave. Only ghosts are permitted to enter the inner grounds. Let's see here. Around the cathedral is a wasteland of graves. Those who had remains to bury after the final battle are laid here, but many are not at rest. And then it has rest in peace on its forehead. The cathedral, the seat of power for the first air. The sound of chanting in the air, or air. 2, a large chamber filled with the smell of incense. 3, a shaft descends into blackness activated by 10. 4, doorway to the eastern rooms. 4A, group of lost friends covet the elixir. 4B, the baptismal fount. 5, upper balcony offers a view of the main hall. 6, in the library there is a double secret. 7, a rough-hewn passage. 8, a moonlit bridge blocks access to a treasure. 9, the chalice / vessel. 10, device to power the lift at 3. 11, lift shaft. 12, ruined chamber has checkpoint. 13, gauntlet with 6 challenges. And then in the lower left there it says hero, basically hero seal. Legend says wearing this will allow you to do something extraordinary. I'm not sure what that really is a reference to. All right, this is the Shadow Oblique, and in the upper, this is actually the far shore. That's what it says in the upper left, and then the thing says Shadow Oblique. It's got, this is where the quarry, the West Garden, ruined atoll, Sword of the Air is what the middle, Eastern Vault, town ruins, stolen device. That would be for the library, and then Runeseeker's Rivals, the one at the bottom there. Understanding the strange effects of the far shore. Normal offerings to the air give power to in the corporeal realm. In the far shore, you're /ghost, you're a shadow of yourself, and the false gifts of the air have no effect. With hero relic, attune to a true memory of yourself instead of a pale retelling. How does a Runeseeker become a hero? Seek the heroes and pray. Seek the candles and pray to visit the hero's grave and claim your heroic past. Alright, it says the Runeseeker begins to understand the Holy Cross. Down, left, up, left, up, left. Let's see your hidden secrets. Much is hidden in this world. Found behind the power of the Holy Cross. Prove to those who gave of their core that you know of it deeply. The purple arrow. Open the vaults left to help wise Runeseekers. Free the souls that stayed behind to guide you and receive their gifts. 49, follow the golden path. And then the monolith in the overworld. A. Well, it says clearing the game or seeking an end. Take your rightful place. Extinguish a beacon's last spark and become a fresh martyr. Courage that is untempered by kindness risks eating itself forever. Or share your wisdom. B. Wisdom that is untempered by kindness is no wisdom at all. Be free. Use the power of the Holy Cross and traverse the golden path. The Fairy Spring. Fairy souls are tucked away in all corners of the world. They lock themselves in gold chests awaiting a clever rune seeker who knows the power of the goal of the Holy Cross. A hidden fairy will always leave a trace of magic nearby. They await a peculiar song and listen for it eternally. Look around to find the secret spell hidden in the world. Seeking spell. Tiny fairies will be drawn along the small fold of local truth and a real fairy head created as a nest. Secret gathering place, but where do they go? Find a special location where all the freed fairies gather. It is said they have a final treasure and will only give it up when a certain number of their friends are freed. Then we have the, flowers, moss, caustic light, secret gathering place, seal temple, the quarry, east forest, the great library, the column maze, vein, house, patrol cube, the invisible maze, fountain, two in the west garden, fortress, and east fortress. And then here we have the golden path, and then the greatest spell. Is really anything else here? All right. Let's see. We have the orange pearl ring, the cyan pearl ring, the abrupt ash anklet perfume, the tincture, bracer, the lucky cup, muffling bell, louder echo, scavenger's mask, dagger strap, magic echo. Then there's the flaming sword, orange gem. It does say parry time up. The little note in the corner says, "Did you retain the letter from us? Immerse it in the water to see the secret message," which we did. And then this just over here, it's basically just north is up, east is right, south is down, west is left. Easy peasy. All right, nothing on this page. For additional support and secrets, 1. Find some rare golden statues. 2. Traverse the glow to visit the 12 strange beings. Unsing to them the greatest song, the song of the golden path as seen from within. So, yeah, and I don't know what those numbers or anything are. So, and then finally we come to the end. All right, finally we come to the end. So what it says is, under the moon, contemplate this prayer. Near an ancient tomb plundered for its blade lies a special place. And basically you would go to the very first hero's grave and you would do up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. And then it spawns a chest containing one single gold piece. That's it. Not the gold you wish with. No, just a single little coin. So, and that pretty much that's the end of it. Essentially, from what I gather, either we are the heir, but I like to think that we're more lineage wise, maybe. But some people say it's a time loop. Fine, but I like the father-son idea. It's just a continual. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense. Whatever. Well, friends, let me know what you think. Like I said, I'll post the links to the lore channels in the description down below. Check it out. People did a lot of work on this. The ARG is pretty cool. It is pretty creepy. Some folks even say that not all the secrets will ever be found, and that's cool too. That just means that later on somebody will find something else and add to it. So, but yeah, well, friends, that closes the book on Tunic. I love this game. It's definitely worth it. So yeah, all right, that's all I got, friends, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye bye.